It breaks down like any other Glock. Just pull it back a little bit. Slide comes off. This is my Glock 23. It breaks down the same way. I just kind of wanted to show you. It's just a hair smaller than the Glock 23 in width. And in height, you can see that it's also just ever so slightly shorter than the Glock 23, which needs cleaned. But you've got pretty much the same exact setup, just a thinner version of it here with the 45. The recoil on this gun, instead of being more like the 40 caliber, especially the 27, I notice it the most, but this seems to come more back into your hand, which I like for reacquiring a follow-up shot. So I don't mind the recoil at all that comes with this gun, whereas the 27 is a little snappy. I prefer the 26 when it comes to the subcompacts. .40 caliber Glock 23 compact, 45 Glock 36 really slim. If you look at the grips this way, you can see a drastic difference in the 40 versus the slim 36. Was the main reason for going with the 36. I had a Glock 30, but it was even thicker of a grip than this. And I'm really liking the thinness that this comes with in order to put in your waistband. You don't think that that's that much, but it really is. It really makes a difference as far as carrying it. The Glock 26, also now unloaded, has the same size width-wise background as the 23, so it is also thicker than the 36, even though it's a 9mm. This is just an all-around thinner gun. It is slightly longer than the 26. You can see the slide sticking up there. The handle grips are roughly the same, but I always run the +2. I like the pinky extension and I like the extra rounds. And the Glock 36 factory backplate. So there's a little bit of a difference height-wise when you compare these two. The 36 is taller, but it's slimmer. And the length, this part, this running down inside your pants, isn't so much the problem as the thickness of this grip. And the thickness of this grip is excellent. I got this gun on armslist.com. I did get it used. None of the stores around here seem to be able to keep the 36 in stock, so I picked this up online, private seller. And if you haven't been to Armslist, I believe that Armslist works for every single state. You type in armslist.com and then you'll be able to select your location, and it'll bring up a list of all of the listed firearms for sale: handguns, shotguns, rifles, black powder, bows, pretty much any sort of handheld weapon, knives, will be listed on there. And they're all private sellers. You just go, meet up with the person, either purchase or trade. It's also a site for trading. You can trade one firearm for another, or you could pay cash. You could trade items for firearms. Really, whatever deal you can make with whoever has what you want. And I was very fortunate to find this on there. I've been looking for a Glock 36. Can't find one in the store. Couldn't find one on Arms List. And finally, yesterday, I found this. I drove almost 2 hours to pick this up. It's got some minor holster wear. It's real minor. It's a Glock, and I plan on carrying it anyway, so I'm not really too concerned about the holster wear. This is something I've been looking for quite a while. Finally got the opportunity to get. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I was looking for this gun, and it seems like almost right after I posted that video, I found it. So I jumped right on it, and here it is. I like everything about it except the capacity. This magazine, like I said, holds 6 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. This magazine, which really lets you get a full grip on the gun, but it sticks out quite a bit, allows you to have 7 plus 1. Seeing as it's a conceal and carry gun used for a conceal and carry situation, 7 rounds should be more than enough to take care of that situation and allow you the time you need to get out of that situation and in a less dangerous position. So I feel like 7 rounds is more than enough. People have been carrying 1911s for years. People have been carrying the subcompact 1911s. They all hold right around 7-8 rounds. And that's been the go-to gun. That's still the go-to gun for a lot of people. I prefer the Glock. It's about half the price of a good 1911. A little less than half the price. I like the way it feels. I like the way it shoots. I like the weight to it. There's just nothing bad I can say about any of these guns. We've got the Glock 26 here, which is an overall length and height. This is the smallest. The 36 is the thinnest. And then out of the guns that I have, the Glocks, this is my 23. I also have the 9mm conversion barrel, so that allows me to use the 17 round Glock 17 mags, the 15 round Glock 19 mags. So I've got a little more options with this. The 40 caliber holds 13 rounds. So not a bad option there either. You've got 13 rounds of 40 caliber. And lengthwise, it's about the same dimensions as my 36. But for carrying purposes, widthwise, it's just thicker. I've carried this. I've had no problems carrying this. I've had no problems carrying the 26. I really didn't have any problems carrying my 30. It was a good gun as well. It was just really, really thick. I like the 45 round. I have nothing against the 9mm. I have nothing against the 40. I have nothing against the 380. But I really prefer the 45. And this gun allows me to carry the 45 comfortably. So this is what I'm going to have to say is my best option for carrying. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm trying to keep it a little shorter. I know my last video ran over 20 minutes and I had to break it down into 2 separate videos. I'll probably do another one doing a little more comparisons between the 23 and the 26 and this size-wise, if anyone needs to see that. If anyone wants to see it a little sooner than I get to it, go ahead and leave me some comments down below, and I'll get on it a little faster. I'm thinking I might switch it up. Excuse me, got a little bit of a sore throat this morning. I think I might switch it up and move to a rifle and do my AK in my next video instead of a pistol. I've done quite a few pistol videos and I haven't done any rifle videos yet, so I kind of want to do a video on my AK, do a video on the AR, maybe a couple shotgun videos, and then maybe get back into some pistols. I just picked this up though, so I really wanted to do something quick. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's just see what it looks like in comparison to a couple other Glocks, just a little smaller and a little bigger. Okay, so these are the 3 sizes of Glocks that I currently own. There's also a full size I'm contemplating. I don't know whether I want to get the full size 22 and do a 357 SIG conversion and a 9mm conversion in it, or if I possibly want to go with the 21 or 21 SF and do the 10mm conversion. There is no 10mm conversion for the 36. There's no magazines that will accept the 10mm rounds. These are single stack magazines. So there's no magazines that'll allow this to run the 10mm. And that's the reason I'm kind of considering the 21. I like the 40 caliber. Excuse me. I like the 40 caliber. So if I can get my hands on the 21, I'll probably opt for the 21 versus the 22. But if a 22 rolls around a little sooner, I might just go ahead and pick that up as well. So I hope you enjoyed the videos. There will be plenty more to come. The next one that I do will, like I said, more than likely be on my AK. It does shoot the 7.62 by 4, or I'm sorry, 7.62 by 3.9. There's a little difference in the diameter of the barrel there, the 45 and the 9. Pretty substantial difference when you're looking at it this way. But you'll be hearing more from me, more on Glocks, more on guns. Probably do some tattoo videos here shortly, reviewing, rating, giving my thoughts on some tattoos. I don't know. Stay tuned. There's always more coming.